Yeah, and I always looked at it as it's all about having the conversation. And the worst thing that somebody might say is, "I'm not interested." I
Mhm.
hear you, George, but I still don't want to do it. I'm not. Okay.
If Hey, Phil, if you could do me a favor though, because you're my client here, can you explain to me what you're not interested in?
Well, that's good because they're probably going to say, "Well, I don't want
I
to
would
buy anything." Well,
Yeah.
that's a great way to phrase that, George, because then
Because if
because
I
they're not going to
yeah,
say, "Well, I don't care about my family," or "I want it to be hard for them." If they're probably going to say, "Well, because I don't want to buy anything."
and I can appreciate that you're not buying anything. I'm trying to get you, the client, to keep on talking. I understand you're not gonna buy anything. I can appreciate that.
So what did you say? You said,
What are you not interested in?
"What are you not interested in?" That's a
Well,
great way to phrase that.
and Phil, it's typically like asking yes, no questions. Once you get a no from somebody, what are you supposed to do from there? No? I'm sorry, what are you answering no? I typically ask, if I'm gonna ask a question that requires a yes, no answer, I'm gonna ask 2 or 3 different questions all at the same time. So if they say no, which one is no? I'm sorry, maybe I asked too many questions at once here. You're not interested in taking care of your beneficiaries. You're not interested in funding somebody that becomes available 24 to 48 hours later, or you're not interested in a very simplified application process. Which
Yeah, maybe they say, "Well, I'm not comfortable with 25,000 right now." Okay, well then you can drop the entry point and go, "Well, we can add money in the future."
correct.
They might say, "Well, we don't want to buy anything," and then you can go back and re-explain that you're not buying more inheritance. Your family gets the same whether
But
you do this or not.
but when someone says they're not interested, I almost look bewildered. I'm not sure what you're not interested in.
Well,
If
we jokingly say there's only two types of people that don't need a beneficiary liquidity plan. People that don't have any money,
Yep,
because I can't fix that problem,
correct.
and people that just don't like their beneficiaries and don't care.
And we have a
I,
few of those. We have a
I
few of
can't I
those.
can't fix that problem either, and that's okay if they don't care. But
I have a lady.
normally
Yeah, I
they're
have a
not
lady.
doing estate planning,
Yeah,
because
at
estate
all.
planning typically isn't for you as you know the grantor. It's for your family is the reason, because you're going to be dead. You don't
Yeah,
pay the estate taxes. You don't have to deal with probate. That's to
that's
protect your family. So if someone's protecting their family through estate planning, we already know they care. We already know they have something to protect. So almost 100% of those people should be allocating some portion. And with the minimum being $2,500 as a starting point, and with the ability to add more money, I agree with you. It's almost impossible for me to understand why somebody wouldn't do anything, even if they've prepaid for their funeral.
yeah.
What
And
about the other expenses? So they do a 5 or 10,000 or 15 instead of a 25.
and sometimes you have to be willing to say this to them, Phil. This is not going to affect me at all. This can be your family that's going to be affected by this. And yeah, $2,500. I want you to get an idea of what potentially I might make off this, not from your money, but from the insurance company paying me because I did this. I might make 200 bucks off this thing. So I'm not really doing it for 200 for $2,500. I might make $200 off this thing. You know what I mean? And with that, I spent an awful lot of time making sure your family's protected for $200. I don't think you were getting how important this is. It's not the benefit to me. You know how much I make off the annuity? I make X dollars, whatever that might be. I tell them that the annuity in this. Why do you think this is so important? Because you just spent almost $1,500 to $2,000 on a trust and you didn't fund it. Let's fix that. It goes back to everything.